My name is Bhaskar. I'm coming from Belmar. It's about 70 miles from here. To me, thought of learning Sanskrit or something. My this year resolution was Sanskrit. I bought a book in January, but I really never touched it. It was almost a year end. I was thinking maybe I have to touch it. So last 3 weeks ago, I started touching it and reading the books. I started writing things. I don't know ABCDs at all, anything at all in Sanskrit. So I started learning. Then I was Googling something. Even AOL itself, I just started my first course in September. Then I did my Art of Meditation. Then I did the Silence course, everything. So I was more on it. But mantras wise, I have no idea at all on the meaning. To me, Google is the guru. I just Google it all the time. But this kind of course is something I want to start. I don't know where to start really to say. I was just browsing through Art of Living website. I came across this course. I spoke to the teacher who I associate with. He said he has no idea at all, but he said just go. I said okay, I'll give it a try. First thing is the distance. I was thinking, oh geez, every day I had to go to work and come here. Is that possible? Unfortunately, I couldn't able to come up yesterday because of the work, but I'm more than happy to come here and learn all the things. In Telugu, they say, Enduru Mahanubhavulu Andariki Vandanamalu. I'm meeting my first Mahanubhav here. I'm always grateful to him. It's a good course. One thing I like to have is, it's better to have the children to start with these things. They chant something, but small mantras. We don't want to get too much to them so that they get bored or something. I'm just like a kid, I feel right now, because I'm just...
There is no word in which can express my gratitude to you. I really feel that this is something that has transformed my life. We were sharing that before, when I saw the course and, that Vikas sent to us that email, I wasn't planning even to come, but I had a dream. And I don't know why, that I was in this course, taking the course already. And so I decided to come. I spoke with Aparna. Aparna told me, just come. But something that I know, that thing comes to us when we're ready. Not before, no after. When you're ready, everything comes to us. And even though I've been struggling with this mantra, but I feel inside me that I had done this before. Yeah, I know it will come to me. I know it's a matter of having the discipline to do the chanting. And like I say, I know something is growing inside me. This is something that really will take me to another level. My consciousness will expand. And it ain't just me, it's like bringing it to other people. That's what it is, this knowledge that is so important, for people to appreciate it. And not only Hindu people, this is a universal knowledge. This is belong to all of us, to all of humans. And that's, again, I can express my gratitude to you. Seriously, have been a blessing, have been here. With all of you, I feel so connected with all of you, have been incredible. This is one of the best courses that I've taken in the Art of Living. Thank you.
Jai Gurudev. My name is Aparna. And for me, when the mantra course came up, the concept, I was thinking, I've grown up hearing these, but I never understood what it meant. See, he would chant every month, there was always a puja going on. And I would just listen. And then one day I started saying, I'm like, how do I know that? Because I heard it every time. But when he started explaining the meaning behind the mantras, I was like, wow. I just knew how to say it, but I did not feel it. So definitely learned, even though growing up with the mantras doesn't mean much. I could say it, but doesn't mean I'm feeling it. It makes a huge difference. Now I know when I'm chanting the simplest ones, I know what it means. I have tears in my eyes. Another thing I was sharing, every single moment from the beginning of the course till the end of the course, not once did my mind go to the past or the future.
Yes.
My first time in my life during a course, I've been in the course every single
Because And I have to confess that that shloka Bhadram Karne bhi, I must have struggled for at least 9 months. Because I would hear the Ajay chant and I would try to rewind, look at it, and I never got past the first line. You know? And when after half an hour of chanting that day, when I was able to read it, I felt as if I conquered Mount Himalaya. You know, I don't care. I didn't even want to climb Mount Everest. But I'm able to chant Bhadram Karne bhi without reading it. It is good enough for me. But overall, I was just coming, I think a couple of days back, I was outside and I would hear, maybe when you are inside, you don't feel it that much. But when I was outside and I heard everyone chanting and all in unison, I was like, wow, where am I? It seemed like you're in a monastery where this has been going on for the longest time, like so much sadhana has happened. It was such an amazing feeling to just come in and be a part of it, or just hear Om Sahana Bhavatu being chanted by everyone in Junaid, just closing our eyes and just chanting it together. And on top of the unison and feeling the vibration, just getting the meaning and going through the in-depth meaning that you took us through, Shastriji. Personally, it was so much beneficial and took my understanding of the knowledge and the mantras to an entirely different level. So, thank you. Our gratitude.
My name's Kristen. I'm from Randolph. And first, I just want to say thank you to Guruji and thank you to Shastriji. This has been an amazing experience for me. And afterwards, I was thinking to myself, what have I gotten myself into? You know, do I really have any business being there? I have no background in this whatsoever except for my Saturday satsang and the bhajans. And I took the course 2 years ago, the Art of Living course, and I've always been drawn to the bhajans. And as uncomfortable is not the right word, but kind of awkward as it felt to me initially because it was so different from my upbringing, it was just a pull. And this course has been amazing for me. I feel that this really has created a transformation in me. My sadhana, my meditations this past 6 days have been so deep. And I was really kind of in, you know, not a rut, but in a place that was not comfortable for me. And I really feel like this has lifted me out of that. And at the same time that I feel uplifted, I feel like I've gone so deep. And it's really been amazing. So thank you to everybody. Thank you all. It's been amazing. I mean, it just felt so comfortable. It was presented so beautifully. And for somebody really with very little background, what I've learned this week, I didn't think I could have learned in a year. And the knowledge is beautiful.
Jai Gurudev, my name is Najik. You know, I grew up with my parents chanting these mantras. And I heard them growing up, so I would wake up to the sound of my mom chanting these. But I've never been educated in these mantras. And every time I listen to puja, or I mean any kind of puja or at the temple, I see people chanting something. And I always felt something's missing that I don't know what it is. That being born a Hindu is such a blessing already. I feel so grateful, but something was always missing. And Shastri Uncle, you finally have, I feel like so grateful. I mean, there's no words to express my gratitude, but I feel that there was a seed always within me, and probably not this life, but lifetimes. And you finally watered it and nurtured it and sprouted it. I'm really, I'm really grateful. And it's so, I thought this was so esoteric that it's meant for, you know, it is deep, but it's so simple. But the simplicity is what's the beauty behind it, that there's depth in it. And I go home after chanting these mantras and I feel so, they keep going through my mind. And I feel so happy and contented. And that's a word that I normally don't use to describe myself, you know, because I'm all over the place. And I am really grateful. And I just find myself, I'm finally going inward. And I can genuinely say that it's a journey inward. And I'm going to chant these
My name is
mantras.
Hitesh Monga. So I found this, I mean, I've been going through a lot of emotional turmoil over the past couple of weeks, teaching courses and all this thing. And the energy gained from doing these chants has really uplifted my whole being, really. And I really feel after you do these mantras that there's I mean, I wouldn't say you see the vibrations or you feel the vibration, but I feel the vibrations as if they're just passing, you know, from a point of stillness. And it's really beautiful. I mean, even after the Guru Puja course, even after we did the Guru Puja today, it's such an awesome experience. I really feel that everybody needs to be introduced to this. And everybody, whether they've taken the Part 1 course or not, could be introduced to this. Of course, you know, they might need to be Indian if, you know, they're not gonna, because it really started as a concept for me. A mantra course, I knew because we do a lot of chanting, not at home personally, but we did a lot of chanting, and I was introduced to chanting by my family through the Vedic tradition and all that stuff, and I really found it to be very like a lot of you said, I didn't know what it was, but I really liked it. I was like, this is a unique word. So I really felt good after hearing most of this chanting. And this course has really, like, I don't know what has done, like most of you said, but it's really expanded something inside me. And it's really made me feel much more comfortable with everybody else. And, right? And I really feel like, I don't know, there's this huge ball of energy after you do these mantras. I mean, after sadhana, of course you get a lot of energy, but even after doing these mantras, after you sit down, you chant, I mean, a particular time and a particular place, a particular moment has to be presented for you to learn this, and also for you to do it at your own house, I feel. Because just as we treat sadhana, I think this is how these mantras need to be treated. And this is something that everybody needs, and personally I'll take the initiative of sending 5 more people to the next course. Definitely.
My name is Harish. I'm from Woodbridge. I come from a family like my wife. She chants mantra every day morning, and she always used to tell me, she always tells me, why don't you do that? And since I don't know much about Hindi, means I know Hindi, but I'm not comfortable in chanting. So I always used to dodge her, And she's right now in India, and she's coming back on 26th of December. Now I'll chant it. She'll be really surprised, what has happened, So there's a very famous saying that when the time comes, you will find the Guru, And Shastriji, I found him. The time has come, and Shastriji was there to help me. So I think this is a real, good. I will never forget him. And now the car has started, and now I'll start building on.